Hi everyone. So made a couple of purchases at the Newbury and District Radio Club annual rally. So the first is this Trio R1000 communications receiver. I've had a couple of opportunities in the past to buy this rig, but they were either too expensive or in poor condition. The guy selling this, I think he wanted 120. I offered him 80 and he refused. He basically said nothing below 100, so I basically offered him 100 and he accepted, so which I know is a very good price for one of these. He promises me it's in full working order. There's a lot of honesty in amateur radio and the sort of radio fraternity in general, so hopefully I can prove him right when I get it home. But it's nice to get my hands on one of these finally. I think it was around about the same time as the Yaesu FRG 7700, that sort of era. And they got a decent reputation. They're very simple to use, and I'm going to look forward to testing it when I get it home and get a Wellbrook loop plugged into it. It's in very good condition. The front panel is, I mean, I haven't got my glasses on right now, but it's basically almost flawless. A couple of marks on the top, which you don't really see once the thing's in the shack anyway and being used. So we're really happy to finally get my hands on an R1000. The other purchase I made was these two analog shortwave sort of multiband receivers. One's branded as an Amstrad and one's branded as a Sterling International. Now, the story behind the Amstrad is that when I was at school doing my O-levels, my dad said, I'll give you £5 for every O-level you pass, and I passed 8, so I got £40, and my mum ordered me this radio from, I think it was from like her Littlewoods catalogue, and this is the first ever shortwave radio I ever owned. I did own a few radios before it, but that was the first shortwave radio that I ever owned. And I can remember having got it, obviously it was in the summer when I got my exam results, in the back garden listening to Air India on shortwave in the afternoon, and also copying Radio Australia in the morning before I sort of went to school after the summer holidays. This Sterling version is identical, just branded differently, and the guy wanted 10 quid each. What a bargain. But I told him my story and he gave me both for 12 quid. So and he again promised me they're both working. So they're not in obviously pristine condition, but they're, you know, what are they, 30-40 years old, so not, you know, you wouldn't expect them to be necessarily. The Sterling is actually in slightly better, well, he's in better condition aesthetically on the front panel, but the glass in front of the tuning scale is quite scratched, whereas on the Amstrad version it's pretty clear. So he basically said to me, why don't you have both for 15, and I managed to get them both off him for 12 quid. So so there you go. So 3 radios to try when we get home. But yeah, all in all, a brilliant rally, a nice day. It's been cloudy all day here in Newbury, but it hasn't rained, so thank goodness. And a few of the vendors have already sort of started packing up and going home now, so I'm going to do the same. But yeah, a really good day at Newbury and District's Amateur Radio Club rally. Thanks for watching. All the best, and 73.